In this episode, we're going to take a look at the Eachine E187S. This is a ready-to-fly helicopter. Everything you need is included in the box. I ordered mine from Banggood with 2 batteries, and I'm taking the heli for its maiden flight in this video. You can see the Canada Geese are out in fine form this morning, and they're heading out onto the water. I just want to show you this water. It was water before, but now it's frozen ice. Hey, sorry guys. Didn't mean to freak you out, but check this out. It's so cold this morning that, yeah, I hear you guys. It's so cold this morning that the ice, which used to be water here, is frozen. So these geese are just slipping and sliding all over it. It's just a little pond here. Check that out. It's pretty cold this morning. It's minus 10 degrees Celsius, and I'll put what that is in Fahrenheit on the screen. And if you're wondering about this ice, I'm just going to go walk out on it. See this? It's not really supporting me that well, so I would not want to walk out too far. Yeah, I'm starting to fall through it here, as you can see. So that's not. I wouldn't want to go out there. It gets deeper. We've got the AH1 Cobra right there on the back of my Jeep, and we have the case it comes in. So this is the hard case everything comes in. It's great to carry this to the field. You can see we have 2 colors here, the green one, which is the one I have here, and then you have a red, white, and black canopy, and a little bit of yellow on the tail version, which is more civilianized, but I think this green one, the Army one, looks pretty darn decent. Let's go fly it. All right, maiden flight. Let me turn into the sun so you can see this a little bit better. We are all set to go. I'm just going to power on the battery. Push in and push in a second time and hold it. We'll come to life. There we go. You can also see on the bottom I put a little Insta360 Go camera to give you some footage. I forgot the remote. I was so excited to fly I forgot my remote. The remote's still in the case. So I've got everything powered on, and I just have to power this on. There we go. And that will get a connection, and we should be good to go. So I'm quite a ways away from it. Let's see if it's got a good connection. The screen is very easy to see in the sunlight, at least for me. How many GPS does it say? Oh, I've got 9 satellites so far. That's good. So let's adjust our switches. This one over on the left, leave it as it is. This one, put it on auto. That means all the features, the sensors will all function, and it should stay in one position. Leave this one on lock, so the switch all the way down. And this switch over here, put it in the center on GPS. There we go. I've got gloves on, so sometimes it's hard to tell what the switch positioning is, but there's center. If you put it to the top, you fly just with the bottom sensors. No GPS, middle is GPS, and bottom is return to home. So now down here, you probably can't see it, but I'm up to 11 satellites. There's a camera on the bottom of this, so there's some extra weight. I'm going to put on unlock. Pull the joysticks down and out, like all the way down and out to the sides, and she'll start. Here we go. Whoa! That's not good, it's tilted. I gotta stop that, hang on. Because there's a camera on the bottom, it's off balance, so I'm just gonna put my little glove here to hold it balanced wise, just so it doesn't go flying crooked, because if it's unbalanced on takeoff, it's gonna think that's how it's supposed to be. Down and out. There we go, much more stable now. I'll stand back a little bit, left joystick up. Oh, you got a little light in the back on the exhaust port. Should go up nice and smooth. There we go. It should straighten itself out and bring it on back down. And as you can see, it's quite stable. I don't know if my hat cam picks up, but they put a light in the exhaust port in the back, which looks really freaky cool. All right, let me turn it sideways so the camera over there can see it. Spin it around again. Flies naturally, perfectly fine. Few things to tell you about this baby. It does have a Gatling gun, I would call it, in the front, and you can move that gun manually with your hands, which is pretty cool. It also has brushless motors in the center and in the rear. It's also CNC metal for the whole rotor system. I believe it's direct drive because I can see the motor all the way through. Super highly detailed. It's got indicator lights all over it, and I especially like that light that's in the exhaust port. That's pretty cool. And how does it fly? Well, I'm in GPS, altitude hold, and optical flow and LiDAR, so it's just sitting in there. I don't have to do anything, but let me just show you. I'll fly over the ice here, give it some high speed, and we'll come around. Little camera up front should be filming everything. I just want to stay away from trees. There's no trees around there. And then come on back to meet over here. Going by. And there we are. It flies perfectly fine for a new pilot, a beginner pilot for certain. And you can bring it down nice and low. and hover over the ice. There, I don't want to land on the ice. It won't sink in, but I'll have to walk out and I'll sink in. All right, so let's bring it over here a little closer and I'll show you what it can do. It's got some automatic features. First one, we take it up a bit, and I'm just going to put it over this way because there's a big tree over here, a willow tree, and it's got branches hanging everywhere. So I'm going to hit this switch all the way down and it should start doing a circular pattern now. Goes up to the preset height, which is not something I set. Goes over there, and let's see, we're going to do a pattern. If it's going to hit a tree, I'm going to stop it. So it looks like we're good. We're good. To stop it, I just push that same switch down or up. So it's going way out. It's going to miss that willow tree, and it did. There we are. Okay. So that works fine. I'm going to stop it right about now. The reason I have the camera up front is exactly so that you can see what it's doing, because honestly, my little hat cam is not going to pick it up way out there. So let's bring it closer. I'll push it out a little bit more out here, and we're going to do the figure 8. So I'm aiming towards the water, and I want to do a figure 8. Figure 8. It's going to go up, and there she goes. So I'm showing you from my hat cam. Oh, the geese are right behind it. So it's doing the figure 8, and it should come around towards me now. Yeah, do a circle towards me. Come on over here. I'm getting closer to it. Closer, closer, and there we go. And then it's going to do a circle the opposite direction. There we go. And to stop it, you just hit that figure 8 switch again. Push it up or push it down. It's up to you. And stop. There we go. Now, let me show you top speed. So I've got all sensors on full. Right joystick all the way up. Here's top speed. That's it. It's not bad. It's not bad. And release joystick. There we go. Now you can make it go faster by putting it in manual mode. So let me just bring it over here. So what manual mode is it turns off the LiDAR, it turns off the optical flow, and it turns off the GPS. So if I go into manual right now, there you go. So now it's just flying away by itself with the wind. The little bit of wind there is out here, it's flying. But I could have a lot more speed with it in manual mode. So let me try it. I don't know if you can see it out there, but here we go, right joystick, and we're gonna go out over the ice, full blast. There we go, much faster, look at that. Going way out over the ice. I'm still in manual mode. And I'll bring it back. You can bank it nicely. And I'm still in manual mode. Flying it back. Coming at me. Manual mode's what you want to get into as you get better. But watch this, as I get closer, I'm going to hit auto. And then she's just going to stop like a... Look at that. I put it in auto. As soon as you put it in auto, it locks onto the GPS. So you're fine with that. There we go. Next thing I'll show you is the return to home really quick. So let's go over here, take it out a ways, and say you want to go and return to home. Say this, the battery's died in here or something, it goes off. That's all that happens when I push this on return to home. But here we go. Shield will go up and it should come back and land someplace near my glove here. We'll see what it does. I might take control of it because there's ice and everything here. It's not a DJI type drone, so it might not be 100% accurate. Let's see where she's coming down. I'm looking at it here. Turning. It tries to get in the same orientation it was when it took off. Yeah, look at. So look where it is. And look at my landing pads over there. So it's over there, over there. I'm going to hit the motor as soon as it touches the ground. Only because it might fall over sideways, and I don't want the rotors to be spinning when it falls sideways. So flight time on this baby with the battery in cold weather like this is 10 minutes per flight. If you live in Florida, someplace warm, you'll get 12 minutes per flight. So after that flight, I'm just gonna flip it for a sec. I've still got 4 bars on the battery. All right, I'm flying it one more time, and I'm flying it again because I do get this question asked a lot from a lot of people. 2 things. One is, can this fly inverted? Yes, it can. But it's very dangerous, so I'm not going to show it out here today to fly it inverted, flip it upside down, because I have to take it way up in the sky, flip it, and then bring it back down. It's kind of dangerous. The second question I have is, if you turn off the remote, ooh, my hands are frozen. If I turn off the remote, what happens? Well, let's find out. So let's go this way. I'm going to go over here, take it out on the ice, right over there, so I can still see it a little bit. And I'm going to hold down, so you can see me there, I'm holding down the power button. Here we go. We're going to count it down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I've turned off this. This is not on. I can't control it. So what's it going to do? It goes into return home. That will simulate the same thing as if you lost connection. You know, you flew behind a house or something. So it's going to come down and it's going to land itself. If you can quickly get batteries in or something, you can power back on and you will be able to take control. but I'll just let it come down. Actually, I'll power this on. I'll see what happens. Powering this on as we're going down. And we're gonna land on the ice. Oh, is it? Oh, look at that. It's hovering over the ground. I've got this back on, that's why. Okay, let's bring her down. There we go. Cool.
So the birds were impressed with the flight of the heli. How about you? Were you impressed? Now on the morning I made this review, not only was it cold, but it was also windy. And if you look at the heli, you can see it is locked in. It's not moving around. Now if I film the heli from this angle, now you can see it moving nose down, nose back as it's trying to center itself with the winds that are happening, but it's still doing a really good job. So for many of you watching, if you can fly any type of GPS camera drone on the market from DJI or any other company, then you can fly this heli because it works exactly the same. With all the sensors in this heli, it's very safe to fly. Obviously there's no prop guard, so watch out for those blades. Now if you're wondering how far can you fly this away from yourself, well, you can fly it as far as you can see it. In other words, you can fly it out over 300 meters. I think it's rated for 350 to 400 meters. I'll put what that is in feet on the screen. Now I just want to point out that the batteries that come with this heli are 2-cell batteries, and they will give you 10 to 12 minutes of flight time. In addition, on the top of the battery, there is an outlet plug, so you can plug in a little LED light if you wish, or you can plug in an FPV camera. Included in the case with the heli would be several rocket launchers, missile launchers, Gatling gun. You can hook them to the heli any way you wish. Let's see what else is in here. We have a bag. That's it. That's all that's here. We have this bag is the last thing there. So what's in this bag? So I've got some spare blades in this bag, and they are nylon carbon fiber. I could tell just by looking at them. They are very, very solid. Don't get your fingers in the way of those. They will chop your fingers off. You also get a USB cable so you could charge up the batteries. Just plug it in and plug the other end into some USB power source. You also get a very tiny prop for the tail prop. It's a replacement in case you accidentally break yours. You get a tiny little micro Phillips screwdriver. You get a tiny little Allen key. I don't know if you can see that. And finally, you get some rockets, some cannons, and some other goodies. So as mentioned at the beginning of this video, I received mine from Banggood. It does come in 2 different color patterns, and you can get it with various batteries. I ordered mine with 2 batteries, which I think is sufficient. And I do have a Captain Drone discount code, so if you buy this off of Banggood using my discount code, you will save plenty of dollars. Alright, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one. Bye!